All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Today we have a new topic, and the topic is about Muslim snakes. Now we know that Muslims believe in many funny things, and one of them that animals are Muslims too. However, not all animals are Muslims. But before we, like we talk about the Muslim beliefs, we need to ask ourselves, who is the one who brought to the faith of Islam such a belief? I mean, how a human being can believe really that there is a Muslim cockroach and a Hindu camel, or a Christian rabbit? What brought this stupid like superstition stuff and fictions and madness to the mind of a human being? Everything starts from somewhere. It's not really coming from the middle of nowhere, and Muhammad is no different from others of those who fabricate religions. Muhammad always he copy what he heard from other people. So if we go and live in the time of Muhammad, we will notice that maybe 90% of what we heard from Muhammad is coming from someone else. Muhammad is nothing but a copy and paste with some spices to make it look like as if it is. He is the one who coming with. So today we are going to talk about one of the fictions coming from the wisdom of the Prophet Muhammad. As you know, according to Muslims, Muhammad is the most wise, amazing person. Actually, the Muslims, they wrote in their books that a very famous writer, his name Barnhardt, he said that if Muhammad was exist today, he can solve all the problems of the world while he is drinking a cup of coffee in the morning. And even the name a book which is not exist and nobody can find it. So this is not new that Muslims, they fabricate always stories, and I will not be surprised if after 200 years from now the Muslim, they will say ChristianPrince before he died he converted to Islam. The same as they did to many people who consider Islam as a stupid religion. After you die, after you are gone, they will make fabrication just to promote this cult. As an example, there's a very well-known scientist, his name Captain Cousteau, and I used to watch him when I was a kid. The Muslims, after this person he died, they said this guy he converted to Islam, but this is not true. This guy, he was buried in a cathedral graveyard. So they don't have a dignity. They don't hesitate to fabricate lies in order, the same as they made that Barnhardt show. He said that there is the Prophet of Allah can solve anything. The same as when they translate the book, it's called the 10 I forgot the name of the book, the most effective or people impact in the earth, so he quote 10 names, and supposedly, or maybe 100 names, sorry. So he quote Muhammad, and in the translation, everything in the translation have nothing to do with the original book. It is absolutely false translation for the book. Suddenly the guy, he was saying that the Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, the Prophet Muhammad, may Allah bless him. Like, the guy is not even a Muslim. What to bless him and peace upon him? What are you talking about? So they added tons of things in the book to make Muhammad look like the most amazing person in the world. And the Muslims, they knew that Muslims, they lie. So what the point of those making those books? It's not for the Muslims. Those books is meant for the naive ones who they are not Muslims. So it's a propaganda machine of the devil. But today our topic is kind of different. When somebody come to me and he says to me, I have a prophet and his name, whatever his name, And then he start teaching me about this prophet. The first thing I will examine about this prophet, if he was exist in my time, I cannot examine really his a prophecy, because prophecies take time to happen. You know, that's not, it might not happen immediately. So I cannot really discover immediately if he is a true prophet or not. He claimed to be a prophet. All right. But there is things, it's obvious that this person is nothing but a scam. When we bring someone to teach us about his religion, and then he claim that there's snakes who they are genies, and those snakes who they are genies, they converted to his religion, which mean they say the Shahada. So imagine we have a snake, and this snake, she said there is no God but Allah, and there is no criminal except Muhammad. The snake converting to Islam. So we have a Muslim snake, and we have a infidel snake, and you Muslims believe in such a thing. So let us examine together what Muhammad is saying, for obviously what Muhammad is saying is nothing but a bunch of lies, and the victims in this of those lies are the Muslims who take everything Muhammad he say, not because, not actually, I saw a lot of Muslim posts. They don't want to believe in this garbage. They don't want to believe in this garbage. This is the truth, you know. But what they can do, I mean, they are not really they are not in control of the situation. They have to say we believe, but they say we don't believe in those things in the internet, but in reality nobody dare to say we don't believe in it. You will see a Muslim posting in the internet, this is stupid and this is no way the prophet he said that. But my friend, your prophet he said that, and this is by the agreements of all Muslims. So stop running in a denial of the ignorance and the false lies your prophet he always come with. We will go to the Muslim Sunni books, or we will read a report of a story about Muhammad teaching his followers something weird. Please don't forget to copy the link of the live broadcast and share it with your friends, so we can have more and more people here. And later, if there's any Muslim would like to call us, please let us know. We will be happy to have you, and maybe you can give us some explanation for something cannot be explained. This is Sahih Muslim, and this is a Sahih Hadith. For those who do not know what Sahih mean, in Arabic the word Sahih mean correct, or let us say authentic. So here we have a story about a family. They went inside their house and they found a snake, a huge snake, which is normal to happen. I mean, like especially in the old days, snakes, they run away from the heat, and they find that houses is a best place to hide, especially like in the roof or etc. It's safe for their babies, because birds or etc. They will not attack their eggs, for it is inhabited by a human being. In the same time, they can find maybe even food. So they found a snake inside the house, and to make the story short, those people, there is somebody supposed to get killed by this snake. All right, but in the end of the story here, which is like a campaign, or like a merge of two stories, that a person, a woman, she came inside her house and she found a huge snake, a big one, like maybe like 2 or 3 meters long, 6 foot maybe. We don't know how big. And this woman supposedly, or this family, they want to kill the snake, and they killed the snake. But Muhammad, he have a different idea about how we should deal with the snake. Now somebody might say, well, Muhammad, obviously he is defending the animal rights, and he is doing the right thing not to kill the snake. No problem. But look what the reason for him not to kill the snake. He said, when he heard the news about those families, they killed this snake, and actually there's a young guy who killed because of his snake. Muhammad, he said, ask forgiveness for your companion, and then said, ask forgiveness for your companion. Why? What happened? What happened? You know, there are in Medina jinns, genie, you know, the genie in the ball, who have accepted Islam. So when you see any one of them, pronounce a warning to it for 3 days, and if they appear before you after that, then kill it, for it is the devil. So look at this amazing solution. You enter your house, you found a big snake in your house. Don't kill it, because there is some snakes who they are Muslims. What you need to do, you hold your microphone and your speakers and you give it a warning. Listen to me, snake, I give you 3 days to leave my house. Okay, so you don't kill a snake, and don't worry about your kids. I mean, the snake is going to stay there for 3 days maximum. After 3 days you can kill the snake. Now why Muhammad is giving them 3 days? Because Muslim snakes, they will move out within the 3 days period you gave them. If they are not Muslim snakes, they will stay, and then we kill the snake. Now can't you tell that this is like a special intelligence? I mean, Muslims, why you don't practice this? If you go inside the house and you find a cobra in your house, I mean, it's a big deal. I mean, just talk to her. Just tell the cobra, hey cobra, I give you 3 days to leave the house, all right, and come back. You know, like after 3 days, let the snake stay with your kids and your babies and, you know, your wife and your family. I mean, what's wrong with that? After 3 days, if the snake did not leave and did not bite all of you, then my friend, you can kill it. And what is the excuse of this amazing wisdom? That those snakes are genie. Those snakes are genie. So this is a genie snake. I mean, this is getting so complicated. So now we have the shape of a snake, but the fact it's a genie. You know, somebody might say to me, well, isn't it in the Bible speak about this like the devil came as a snake, etc. This is a metaphorical of how the devil is presenting himself like a snake. You know, he's sneaking to you. You have a soft skin, you know. You know, me myself, like some people, they believe the story in the Old Testament about Adam and Eve in a literate way. For me, I believe it is more than this. You know, our Lord is making the story for us very simple, that Adam, he disobeyed God. But isn't it really about an apple? I mean, do you think God, he care for an apple if you ate it? This is not really about an apple. It's about you disobey God and you decide to be out of his order and you decide to be by your own. So the story is very simple, and there's tons of stories in the Bible speaking about the metaphorical things. Here Muhammad is making the snake, which will live between us, live in your house, can be found in your backyard, making them believer snakes and non-believer snakes. And those snakes are not really snakes as we think. They are genie, and those jinns, they converted to Islam. Now here I need to ask the Muslims, where Muhammad he got such a knowledge that those are genie? How he was able to find such a knowledge? Where we can find this knowledge? Did Muhammad find it, discover it? Did he was told by Allah? You know, Jibril told him. As we know that Muhammad, he claimed that nothing he say except it's coming from Allah. So based on this, Muhammad is not talking, it is Allah talking using the mouth of Muhammad. This is a delivery usually comes from Allah to Muhammad through Gabriel. Now, as long as we have a Muslim snake, which is a genie, and a snake which is not a Muslim, why the genie Muslim snake don't pray 5 times a day and do Hajj? As long as it's a Muslim snake and a Muslim, he have what Muslims need, Kaaba, and all the Muslim snakes in the world, why do not face the Kaaba and pray to Allah as all Muslims? Why snakes, they don't mind to eat pork, rats, and things is forbidden in Islam? Aren't they Muslim snakes? You know what I'm saying, Muslims? It's a snake. Are you allowed as a Muslim to eat a rat? The favorite meal for snakes are rats. They are big and they are not very much hard to swallow, not like a rabbit. It's bigger, not like a chicken because it have feather, you know. So why the snake is, you know, why the Muslim snake is not practicing Islam in the correct way? What happened? In different hadith, before we finish here, you will see here there's one options for the snakes. In the case of the hadith here, we see that the snake, either it is a Muslim snake or it's going to be the devil. There's no middle, which means there's no Christian snake, there's no Hindu snake, there is no Buddha snake. There is either devil or Muslim snake, who they are genie. How many devil we have? Any snake which is not based on this story, all the snakes are genie, because remember Muhammad, he said in the Quran that the shaitan is a jinn. He is from the genie in the ball. All right, so shaitan is a genie. All the kind of shaitan are from the jinn, all of them. And Muhammad now is dividing the nature of the snakes into two nature: the genie as a Muslim and the genie as the devil. So if you ever hold a snake in your hand, it's mean you are holding a genie, and you keep asking the Muslims, show me a genie, show me a genie. Here we go. You can go to any pet store if you live in a city, and you can buy a genie as we speak. Do we have any Muslim would like to order a genie? All the snakes are genie. Okay, all snakes are genie, but the genie which is not Muslim, it is the devil. And how we know if this genie is a Muslim genie or he's a devil? We give him a warning for 3 days. Question: why 3 days? You see, Muslims, you say Trinity is bad. The Trinity, I mean, Islam is based on the three. Everything in Islam is based on three. Here we go. We have a genie, and he is a snake in the bed of your wife, and he might eat your child or bite him. And now I have to give him a warning for 3 days so he might leave the house. What do you say? Any Abdul? Let me turn on my Skype, so maybe we can have Abdul calling us in case, you never know. We might get lucky today. Not always we get lucky, but sometime. Or maybe a genie, you know, he can call. You know, according to Muhammad, the genies are very, you know, like they can do a lot of things. Genies are connected, to make it simple. Well, where is the Skype? Where is the Skype? Interesting. Here we go. All right, Skype is coming up. Anyway, yeah, our Skype is up, and if there is anyone interested to call, he's a Muslim, especially as a Muslim. Feel free. Now, the snake, which is a Muslim, is going to leave the house after 3 days. What the 3 days exactly mean? Why this snake? We will give it a warning. And why it take the snake 3 days? Let us say it's a Muslim snake. It's not the genie, the devil. It's a Muslim genie. Why it's going to take this snake 3 days to leave the house? If there is any Muslim he knows. What the snake is trying to do in 3 days? Like looking for a new house, searching in the internet, connecting her friends, reading the newspapers about vacancies for apartments. Why in 3 days is going to leave, not in the first day, or 1 hour, or 5 minutes? And what is the wisdom behind making someone allowing a snake to stay in his house for 3 days? Especially as we saw in the screen, it says this is a big, a huge snake. And actually the snake which we talk about caused the death of a young man. You see it? So the advice for Muhammad, even the snake who kill your children and attack them and kill them, you better have patience and wait for 3 days before you attack the snake. Do we have any Muslim have a he can reason with us about it? Anyone? If you are a Muslim, my Skype is open, and I really I like to hear from you. What is the logic behind this issue? Do you think Muhammad here is just making crazy stuff? Do you think Muhammad really being wise when he say such a thing? A snake in my house, I give it a warning for 3 days, and then if the snake did not leave, that means it is the devil. So you go inside your bedroom, you find a snake there. You say to the snake, "Hey snake, how are you doing? I want you to leave my house in 3 days." Okay, you can stay, no problem. You have the coming 36 hours. You know, by the way, there is some fruits and etc. in the refrigerator. If you want beer, you have beer too. I don't know if you like falafel, but we have some food in there too. However, please, you know, don't bite my childrens and don't sting them, or don't put your poison in their body. Don't kill them. Please. Okay. And the snake right away, she will be like, "Oh, they give me 3 days warning, and now I cannot do anything because I'm going to behave now because he gave me 3 days warning." Any Muslim? My sincere, a Muslim, he's saying in the text, I think he's a Muslim, he's saying the following: my advice for sincere people is to post your questions about hadith to Islamic Sunni scholars and Islamic Sunni scholars only. Abdul, what about you? Do call them and give us the answer. You see, the Muslims, because they have no answer, and they notice that what it says there is stupid, so what he says to you, you better ask the Muslim Sunni scholars only. Okay, what is the Muslim Sunni scholars only? Can we speak to them? Here we go. We are posting the question for the Muslim Sunni scholars only, and nobody is answering. Where are they? Oh, no, Shia, because he's a Muslim Sunni. Shia are bad. You know what I mean? Shia are bad. So ask the Muslim Sunni scholars only. So don't ask him, he is dumb. Oh, somebody, by the way, somebody in Facebook, he told me, you should not say dump, say dumb. My friend, I mean it. They are dumb and dump. All right? They are dumb and dump. This is a dumb religion full of dumb followers. And here we go. When we ask a question, look what they say to us. Go and ask the scholar. Isn't it this guy who's asking, talking here is a scholar? Who is this guy is talking there? Sahih Muslim is a scholar, or this is a guy who is writing in a newspaper about Mickey Mouse? So what we need to ask? Huh? Is this book written by a scholar or written by, you know, Michelle Obama? And Abdul? The hadith in front of us, it says it clearly. If you see a big snake in your house, this is a Muslim genie. It's possible that it is a Muslim genie. If it is not Muslim genie, kill it, for it is the devil. Okay. So now all the snakes, either they are Muslim genie or shaitan genie. All the snakes in the world. And before we make decision to kill them, we have to give the snake 3 days warning. By the way, Muslim, should we serve the warning like a paper? Should be written, or what? What the warning should say? Anybody knows? Any Muslim knows what the warning should be? What we will say? You know, what we will say to the snake? Who's a Muslim can help us? Let us say I have a snake now in front of me, and I should give it an Islamic warning. What is, like, if there's an introduction, should we say Shahada or something? Huh? Should we, like, you know? Hey, snake, how are you? Snake, let me tell you something. My prophet, peace upon him, he gave me, and he told me I have to give you a warning. So either you leave in 3 days or I'm going to kill you. And now the snake will be thinking, and her eyes is open, and you repeat to the snake, you say, hey snake, did you hear me? Did you hear me? Okay. Okay, now snake, you have 3 days to leave. Okay, so now in 3 days, if you don't leave, do you know what I will do? Exactly, I will kill you. But Abdul, snakes are deaf. Aren't they? Guys, do the snakes hear? I am not so good in science. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do snakes have hearing? What do you think? Hmm. Snakes, they feel vibration. They don't really hear. You know, their connection with the world either by certain like they have a smell, they have the vibration, but you cannot talk to the snake if this is a real snake. But obviously, it's a real snake. And Abdul, it reminded me in the same story in the Quran about Sulaiman. If you remember Prophet Sulaiman, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, Al-Salam wa Salam ala Muhammad wa Salam Salam ala. If you remember, according to Muhammad, that Sulaiman, he was listening to the ant speech. Hmm. The ant what? Speech. Okay. How the ant was able to talk? And the Quran says the word speech. It's not like a different communication, because I believe all creatures, they have their own communication system. So I am not against really to believe that there's a special way of communication between creatures. Doesn't matter what they are. But the verse in the Quran says it clearly that Sulaiman, if you go to chapter 27 verse number 18, that Sulaiman, when he heard the snake, he smiled from because of her speech. Interesting. Do you see it? He was amused at her speech. So now we have a Muslim who speak Arabic and a snake who live in his house. And the Muslim, he was speaking in Arabic to the snake, and the snake is deaf. And he will tell the snake, you have 3 days to leave, and the snake will use Google translation. What do you think? Any Abdul? Anyone? So now I will speak to the snake in Arabic. Hey snake, شخبارك snake. السلام عليكم يا snake. شخباركم snake. كيف الحال؟ كيف الأهل؟ اتفضل اتفضلوا. ها هي اسمع يا سنيك، علي الطلاق بالثلاث، لا تروحوا ترحلوا بثلاث أيام. Now I'm speaking to the snake, giving them warning in Arabic. And now the snake like will be shaking like her head and like what, okay, what the heck this guy is talking. I am a cobra coming from India. I don't even speak Urdu. What he's saying to me. Hmm? Abdul, snakes don't hear. You see, when the Indian guy he make the snake dance, the snake is not dancing because of the music. The snake is moving with the stick in his mouth. Don't you know that? So what do you mean we will give the snake a warning? Any Muslim have an idea? What do you mean we will give the snake a warning? What is that? Any Abdul? Should we bring the sheriff with us to give them like written warning? Eviction notice? I don't know. I mean, you Muslims help us, please. Eviction notice for a snake? How that can be? You know what I mean? Always when a Muslim he try to explain to us his cult, he come with a struggle, and the struggle is very simple. The whole struggle is based on the stupidity of the one who made the statement, and the one who made the statement is a prophet. So how the Muslim will say my prophet is a stupid? It's hard to say. Actually, it's costly, because you know you will pay for your life. If you say the snake is not what my prophet's saying, then you might get killed for such a say, because you are saying that Muhammad obviously is a liar. You cannot say that. Who dare to question the silly, stupid statements of the man? His name is Qatham, who changed his name to the praised one. And when we ask the Muslims who is the praised two, nobody answer. If Muhammad, his name is the praised one, who is the praised two? Huh? Who is Mr. Praised two? We have a praised one. His name is Muhammad. Okay, which means the praised one. So who is Mr. Praised two? Your Muslims, I mean, isn't it really amazing what those Muslims are talking about? Do we have any Abdul is willing to call us? Who is Abdul? By the way, we accept calls even if it's coming from a Muslim snake, because as you see, snake is a Muslim too, right? A snake and a Muslim, and all the snakes in the world, they are either Muslim snakes or they are shaitan snakes. Oof. That's amazing. I mean, this knowledge is beyond imagination. Somebody was asking, there is a person, his name Muhammad was a donkey, is banned. I don't know. Well, I took the ban from the list, but maybe because the name is offending the donkeys. I mean, donkeys are nice creatures. Why you are saying Muhammad was a donkey? Don't you feel for the donkeys? Have you ever heard of a donkey committing suicide bombing? Like today, a Muslim, he attacked a Christian church in Egypt and he killed 9 people. And if he was able to exploit himself, actually 2 or 3 of them, the one made the attack, he will be able maybe to kill to 50 people. Donkeys are nice creatures. I mean, don't say Muhammad is a donkey. How many people get killed in the last 100 years because of a donkey? And how many people get killed because of a Muslim? So we have to be honest here. Don't offend the donkeys, please. Show respect. So now, do we have any beautiful Muslim, peaceful Muslim would like to tell us what's happening? Do you really Muslims believe in this? Actually, people, they have an idea that you know, let me tell you something. Muhammad, he said something in the Quran which I find it funny. Hold on, I really find it funny. Oh, look at this verse. Muhammad now being the wise man, and when the wise man speak, the foolish one, they should, you know, shut up. Chapter 61, verse number 5. Let us see what this chapter is saying, as long as we are talking about donkeys. The similitude of those who were charged with the Mosaic law, huh, etc., etc., is the similarity of a donkey which carries the huge books in the top of him. Muslims, be honest, isn't it this is your situation and the situation of your prophet? That your prophet, he think he knew the Torah, but he speaks stupid. He think he knew the gospel, but he speaks stupid. He think he knew God, but he say garbage. Isn't it this is you? You Muslims, you carry thousands of books in the top of your head, but we ask you what this verse mean, you say Allah knows best. Huh? Is as the likeness of the ass bearing books. Prove to me that you Muslims are not the likeness of ass bearing books, and give me the meaning. Any Abdul? Do we have any Muslim here? Prove to me that this is not a verse about you Muslims. Isn't it the Quran in chapter 3 verse number 7 says that there is a huge part of the Quran nobody knows what it means save Allah? So you Muslims are bearing the Quran but you don't understand the Quran. Who is the ass here? A prophet of God, he cannot explain his book. If his book he is not capable to explain it. We blocked somebody by mistake. Okay, hold on, let me take it off. But I need to read the chapter of the share first, so I can take his name off of the block. No, it's not opening. Okay. For some reason the name is not appearing. Maybe he is not online anymore. I don't know. So do we have any Abdul here when I come? And any Muslim? Obviously you Muslims, you are the same an ass, carry books, carry the Quran, carry the hadith, and when we ask you what this hadith mean, you do not know. What the Quran mean, you do not know. You do not know. None of you knows anything. You are the one the verse here is speaking about. You are the same as an ass. And actually this is a copy from other books too. It's not even the statement of Muhammad. Do we have any Abdul? Who is carrying a book here with him? Who is the Muslim here carrying the Quran? The Muslim, they say we recite the Quran by heart. Here we go. You recite the Quran by heart, but you are the same as an ass. You ask him a question about the Quran, he have no idea what to answer. That's the truth. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Who is a Muslim here is willing to prove me wrong? Anyone? Look like as usual. They are mute. They don't have ears. And in my present, they don't have tongues. So what is left? Any Abdul? Don't use bad language, otherwise we will block your name. Just be careful. We will be blocked, and we don't care really if you come back or not. Don't use a filthy mouth. Any Abdul? No Abdul. So what we will do now? We call the donkeys? Where is the guy who said to us, ask the scholars? Okay, added and ban that name, Halima. Tell that guy or whatever her name, she can come. All right, maybe by mistake. So do we have any Muslim here? Any Muslim? So we can say that not even one Abdul he have an answer for us. Where is the scholars? Where is the Muslims who made videos? Where is the intelligence? You know, where is the amazing miracle of the Quran, brother? If we search for the number of the word punishment, we will find it in the Quran 117 to 100 what? Yeah. Yesterday I made a video. I don't know if you guys saw it. I posted in minds.com. Go download it from there if you don't have it yet. You know, the Muslims, they lie about the numbers in the Quran, like the word punishment, the word life, the word death. Every single statement, it is a lie. And I am here to challenge any Muslim to prove me wrong. All right, Richie. Anyone? Who is a Muslim? He is carrying books, but he understands the books. You see, there is one of the Muslim Imams, he said that Sahih al-Bukhari, or the Imam al-Bukhari, he memorized a thousand hadith. Thousand, that's mean a million. If. But as I know, what is left of al-Bukhari is 600,000. So we have now 400,000 gone. And the scholars agree that all the hadith of al-Bukhari is sahih. And then when we check what is written in Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim and the other books too, we find that it is really funny and stupid. Any brave Muslim would like to call me? Any Abdul? Okay, as long there's no Abdul to call, so let us move to something more important. Let us say more interesting, because you know Muhammad's stories is seriously very much interesting for me. I mean, it's amazing logic, intelligence. You know, it's beyond sometimes. It's beyond imagination. I mean, how in the world anyone can ignore the wisdom of the Prophet? It's especially after we learn that Muhammad, Allah, he sent him a dish of wisdom and he stored it in his chest. So let us see what else we wanna add to the wisdom of the Prophet. Hold on. All right. Okay. We want to give you something easy to answer to the Muslims. I mean, maybe that will encourage them to call. All right. Let us see this hadith, maybe. All right. Let us read this one. Here we have, as long as we are talking about snakes, and so we will try to focus in the same kind of creatures. Allah apostle order that the salamander should be killed, and said, it, i.e. the salamander, blow the fire on Abraham. All right. I mean, what we can do? Obviously, salamander is part of conspiracy against Prophet Abraham. And all of us, we knew that salamander is a very, very, very dangerous animal. Actually, I saw a lot of Muslims posting in Facebook, a lot of posts about how harmful is the salamander and why the Prophet, he ordered him to be killed. Guys, to avoid yourself from being banned, don't use a bad language, otherwise we will ban you. I don't care if you are here coming to support or not. This is not a place for people to use the F word. If you are coming here to say the F word, leave. Leave, just leave. I don't care really how many people they stay here. 10 clean people better than 1,000 dirty mouths. Filthy. You can speak as much as you wish. If you are a Muslim or not, doesn't matter. You can attack me, you can call me names. Don't use no bad language. It doesn't matter. We will ban anyone, clone or not. Use just the admin is free to ban anyone. He is a clone or not. Whoever say a bad statement, ban him. Anyone who say the F word, ban him. Don't even ask me. Now, let us go back to the salamander and see how bad the situation with Mr. Salamander. Why Allah he hated the salamander that much. So Muhammad is coming with a story which makes sense. That salamander, he tried to kill Abraham. And salamander is very dangerous creature. Look at this. I mean, look at this. Imagine yourself, Abraham. And now this filthy salamander is blowing wind at you and fire. You see, the kid is not the clone. It is the one who give him attention. He is here because you keep talking about him. Just let him go. Let him do it. So who care? Let the admin do their job, and it's okay. You can clone as much as you can. Who care? Ignore him, just ignore. Because you talk about him, he is happy, he's excited. This guy is a lonely person. Come on, be smarter. Clone. So do you see, guys? The salamander is an anti-Islam. I mean, do you believe it that even salamander is Islamophobia? Hmm? Can you believe it? Even Mr. Salamander is an Islamophobic. I can't believe it. Somebody called the BBC and CNN and let them make an article about Salamander, why he should be killed. I mean, you see how the Islamophobia is spreading all over? Here we go. Salamander is anti-Prophet Muhammad. And now Mr. Salamander, not only is anti-Islam, he's trying to kill the prophets of God. And now Salamander is true, he's so small, he's like, few inch big, but still he's very harmful. He's a dragon. He can, you see the story of Muhammad. According to Muhammad, this salamander was blowing fire at Suleiman. It's not just a blowing like wind. He was blowing fire trying to burn Suleiman. Actually, according to some stories, according to the Prophet, peace upon him, that when the salamander he blew from his mouth, if a person walked from 100 meters away, he will be burned, barbecued. You believe it? Do you see how dangerous the salamander is? It was narrated from Sa'id ibn Abi etc. A woman entered upon Aisha, and her hand was an iron-footed stick. She said, "What is this?" Aisha, she said, "It is for these jagos, because the Prophet of Allah told us that there was nothing that did not try to extinguish the fire of fire for Abraham except for this animal." If. Look at this conspiracy. Look at this evil salamander. Jigos? Guys, is it Jigo or Geigo? I'm saying it correctly. It is Geigo, right? Is it Geigo? This is the same I see in the advertising for insurance. Geigo. The Geigo information, I mean agency, they might Islamophobic too, and they are anti-Prophet Muhammad. So if you are subscribing with this insurance company, Geigo, is it Geigo? That's me even more dangerous. So this Geigo, Aisha is getting a fire ready and a stick to kill the harmful, disgusting creature, for he is the enemy of Allah. What's wrong, Muslims? What's wrong? I think this is wisdom, man. This story must be true. If. All right, let us continue. The wisdom of the Prophet. O mother of the believers, what do you do with this? She said, "We will kill this house lizard with it." What? Aisha is going to do jihad against the lizards? Jihad against the lizard for the Prophet of Allah. SAWMBHOOO Mercedes-Benz told us that when Ibrahim was thrown into the fire, there was no beast on earth that did not try to put it out apart from the house lizard. If guys, look, imagine when they put Abraham in the fire, elephant came, goats, cockroaches, even pigs, flies, giraffe, lions, cat, meow meow, all of them trying to put the fire down. Everybody, all the animals. Did you watch, guys? Did you watch Tarzan? Abdul, did you watch Tarzan? Be honest with me. Is that Tarzan? And now Tarzan in this story is Abraham, and now he is in the fire. Any Muslim? All the animals in the world, they are trying to put the fire down except Mr. Lizard. All the animals, rats, cats, meow meow meow, pigs, donkeys. I mean, what do you mean all the animals in the world, they are trying to put the fire down? Why? Who's Abraham for those animals? I mean, why the animals are coming from everywhere trying to put the fire down? What happened? Abraham was Tarzan and he lived in the jungle. And all the animals, is that a cartoon? Do we have any wise Muslim here? Any Muslim? Where is the Muslims? I don't know. After you read this story, I mean, obviously Muhammad is a person have nothing to do with fictions and fairy tale stories and fabulous of kids. Those must be true stories. They throw Abraham in the fire and all the animals in the world, they are trying to save Abraham, but Mr. Lizard is the enemy of Abraham and he don't care. Let us call Mr. Lizard and ask him what happened exactly. Why all the animals came to put the fire down except Mr. Lizard? What do you think, Muslims? What was the reason? There is personal issue between Abraham and Lizard? Hello? Hello? May I talk to Mr. Lizard? Speaking. Okay, Mr. Lizard, I have a question about what happened between you and Abraham. According to the story, that when they tried to burn Abraham, you were like trying to support the fire and burn him. Yeah, this is true. But why? There is many reasons. Can you tell us like some? I used to live in the house of Abraham and he cut the cable. He cut what? He cut the cable. I used to watch the Game of the Throne and suddenly he became religious and he don't want to watch it no more. Okay, but I mean, is that a reason to kill the guy? You don't understand. This is not the only reason. Okay, so can you explain more? He did more stuff. Okay, like what? I'm shy to say. Just tell us, like what? Like what? He was so clean. Okay, what the problem? Well, as you know, I like to eat lice. This is why I like the Prophet Muhammad, but I don't like Abraham. The Prophet Muhammad was full of lies. Yummy. You go there, all over. He was like a farm full of lies. But Prophet Abraham was so clean, and that made me so upset. I was starving from hunger. Okay, now that makes sense. So you are suffering from hunger, and that make you think about killing Prophet Abraham. I did not kill him. Let us say I was part of conspiracy. You know, I wasn't paid exactly, but I was encouraged to do it. Okay, so why exactly Abraham was put in the fire? Did you push him in the fire? No, I'm so small. Have you ever seen a salamander before? I'm not like a 5-inch. By the way, your voice sound like big. Oh, that's a different story. Why your voice is so big? Sound like you are like a man, strong. I told you this is a different story. Because what happened after the Prophet of Allah, he cursed me. I used to have a very nice voice like Zakir Naik. You know Zakir Naik? Yeah, I know Zakir Naik. I used to have a voice like him. And since the Prophet, he cursed me, I lost my voice. So now I cannot even sing, not even when taking a shower. I mean, what I can say. Okay, well, thank you very much, Mr. Lizard. I mean, I'm really, I'm happy that I spoke to you, and now we made things clear for the public so they can understand what happened between you and Abraham. So, Mr. Salamander, do you like feel you wanna repent and you wanna admit your sin for trying to kill Abraham, and maybe that will make Prophet Muhammad to forgive you and forgive your people from being slaughtered? Listen, I will not ask for forgiveness. If Abraham come again, I'm going to burn him again. So he will not cut the cable again, and he will not stop having fleas and lice in his head. I'm not joking with you. How old are you, Howard? Huh? How old? Okay, Salamander, take it easy. So now you are saying you will not confess your sin, and you will not accept to say you are wrong. Still, you want to kill Mr. Abraham. Yes, I will kill him again and again. And you know what? Now these days, if Abraham come back, I can make it more powerful fire, because I'm collecting a lot of oil from, you know, gas stations, etc. You know, yeah. I mean, thank you, Mr. Salamander. I really appreciate your answers. It made things so clear for us. Thank you. Wa alaikum salam. Allahu Akbar. What? Salamander is a Muslim. Muslims, are you there? This is Islam? This is Islam, a salamander who want to kill a prophet, and the prophet was almost burned by a salamander. Do you think the salamander, he was working for like CIA or something? What the problem with those lizards? I mean, this is disgusting. Any Abdul? Do we have any salamander here? Who is a Muslim salamander is willing to answer us and show us the wisdom? Any Abdul? Hmm? Any Abdul? Any salamander? It is really astonishing to be a Muslim. You see, to be a Muslim is to be a troll, to be stupid, to be naive, to be a donkey, to be someone who accepts such a fairy tale stories, and then you make videos speaking about science in the Quran. Is that right? What happened to the science of the Quran? By the way, the science of the Quran is nothing but a joke. It is the opposite. And by the way, for those who they speak German, my book in German, the translation for my second book, Qur'an and Science in Depth, it is done. Now I'm just adding the Arabic text, the font for translation, and maybe within a week Maybe we can publish it, maybe more, we don't know, but it's done as work, as a translation. And with my thanks for the translator, who really a great helper, and I really I appreciate this person to take all the time to translate it, and it's all volunteer, you know, from his side. So I'm very thankful for him, if he is listening. So those who speak German, soon they will have the second book in German. Do we have any, Abdul? Do we have any, Abdul? Anyone? Any salamander? Any salamander? Any half salamander? We need to reconsider the NATO existence. I mean, the NATO should focus on the lizard. I mean, why Trump and not in one speech he made, he speak about fighting salamander or lizard? Anyone can explain to us? The Spanish, there is someone said that he or she will translate, but you know, until now nothing done. Maybe one day, I don't know. Nothing in my hand. People volunteer to translate, but they can finish or not, this is in their hand. I'm really so upset that Trump, he did not say anything about fighting salamander. He spoke about fighting ISIS, Al-Qaeda. Those are brothers, Muslims, Muslim brothers, good Muslims. We should focus our war in the terrorism of salamander. Isn't it obvious? The French translation is already there. I have a French book, is already there. Actually, the French translation I have is, according to, you know, I don't speak French, but someone who speaks French, he told me that the translation in French is fantastic. Even it's better than the original book. Imagine. This is what he said. He said it is really fantastic translation. So if you go to Amazon.com and search, or Amazon France, just search for Christian Prince, you will find the book in French. All right. We should change the direction of the war from fighting ISIS to fighting salamander, because it's obvious that salamander is more dangerous than anything. Okay, imagine this: you are engaged, huh? And you are going to get married today, and then suddenly your wife, she turned into salamander. Not a frog, because if a frog, you can just kiss her and she will come back as a princess. But imagine she turned into salamander. What you would do now? I mean, can you imagine how bad the situation is? So we have to be, you know, practical and realistic. We have to switch the war. Who cares about Osama bin Laden and his gang and his criminals? You know, salamander, the lizard. We have to be united with the Muslims, my friend, and we make a big army, all of us, so we can attack the salamanders in the mountains, in the valleys, in the walls, everywhere. And by the way, Muhammad, he said clearly that the one who kills a salamander, Allah will give him like a 100 reward. So it's like a big honor. If you kill a Christian person, Allah will not give you 100 reward. They will give you some reward, but not 100. But if you kill a lizard or a salamander, Allah will give you 100 reward. By the way, the Muslims, I just have a question. You know, excuse me. Is the salamander we kill, is that a male or a female? Like, which one is the guilty one? All of them, the male and the female, or only the male we should kill? Do you think we should kill? Do you think we should kill women, Salamander, brother? I thought in Islam we cannot kill women. Yeah, right. Isn't it Muhammad who chopped a woman 2 pieces when she was alive, Qurfa, and she was over the 85 years of old? No, there's no problem with Muslims attacking me, my friend. The Muslims attack me for a reason. It's a blessing. You see, if the Muslims don't attack a Christian prince, it means Christian prince is doing nothing. That's a bad sign, actually. You know what I mean? The day the Muslims are not attacking me, it's mean I'm not doing the right thing. Why anyone want to attack you if you are doing nothing wrong according to him? And wrong according to him is the right thing to do. This is a cult, you know. Okay. You guys, you might be banned by mistake, but this idiot, he is cloning names, so have patience. Any Abdul? As you see, those people, they are, even Salamander is an enemy for them. Okay, I think we have we have someone have a question about Salamander, and she was blocked because of Salamander. Let's see if she have. Hello.
Hi, Christian. How are you?
Is that the Salamander office? I have a question, and if you don't mind, as I know that you have a degree, a PhD in Salamander from the Salamander University, is that correct? So, what do you think about how we can fight the Salamander? You know, we human, like human race, how we can really like wage a war against Salamander? What do you think?
What can we do?
Yeah, what you can do. I'm calling you for asking for advice. I hope you will not charge me for this. You know? So.
Oh, I thought Allah had told us, hasn't He left us any idea how to do this?
Well, I don't know. Like I'm just trying to find out. Like now we have a problem, and salamanders are everywhere. You know, they are by billions, and they are so small they can hide anywhere. You know, they can hide between rocks, they can hide in the roof, they can hide anywhere. So now, how we as a mujahideen, for the sake of Allah, we will defend our brother Abraham from the attack of the salamander in the future?
Well, that's a hard one.
All right, look like your PhD was not really good. You are not qualified for the answer. Anyway, about you being blocked, it's okay. You know, this Abdul is cloning names. You know, they are desperate. What you can do, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. You can call and you can, and later we can clean. We will clean the names which is blocked by mistake. No worry about it. Anything you want to say? Anything you want to add?
No, nothing I want to add.
Okay, next time please don't try to say to us that you have knowledge about salamander and we just discovered that you have a fake degree from Pakistan. Obviously, you know, you bought your degree from Lahore, Pakistan, and obviously you have no idea how you can fight salamander. No wonder. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. So guys, not everyone says to me or says to you, I have a PhD in something, he knows what you're talking about. Here we go. This person from Pakistan claimed that he have a PhD. You know, by the way, the voice is the voice of a woman, but the fact it's a guy who is obviously have a connection with the salamander organization. They can change their voices. As you see, the snake can become a genie is a snake and salamander is the devil, and you know, you never know. You talk to a salamander, it turned to be a voice of a woman. We might even, like now, I might be even talking to a salamander, not a, you know, we don't know what you are going to whom. It's very dangerous. Life is very dangerous these days. So, do we have any salamander? Any Muslim salamander would like to call us? what this religion is about. Okay, let us move to something else. What about killing the black dog? Hmm? Snake, if we warn the snake and did not leave in 3 days, that is the devil. But a black dog or black snake, we have to kill it immediately. Any Muslim can give us some help? Why black snakes should be killed? Any Abdul? 3 things will destroy or disturb a Muslim prayer, will not be accepted if things happen like this, which is 3 creatures, an ass, a woman, and a black dog. I said, the guy he's asking, the one who's reporting the story, I said, oh Abu Dhar, what is the feature, or what feature is there in the black dog which distinguish it from the red dog or the yellow dog? He said, oh my son, oh son of my brother, I asked the messenger of Allah, peace upon him, or Allah pray on him and salute him, as you are asking me, and he said the black dog is the devil. That's fantastic. Must be true. I mean, that's serious. All right, now you see the screen, no problem. Do you see it, Muslims? We should kill the black dog, because what distinguish between the black dog and the red dog and the yellow dog? What distinguish them? Obviously the color. And what the color of being black mean? The second you are black, you are a devil. Now for sure the Muslim, they will say the Prophet is not racist. No, he's not. You know, black devil, black in Facebook. Once a Muslim, he says to me, have you ever seen an angel and he is black? I said to him, have you ever seen an angel and he was white? Did you see any angel anyway? What a stupid Muslims, what a stupid religion, what a racist cult, what's a disgusting belief. Poor black dog, even a poor black dog, they will not leave him alone just because of his color. You see, the enemy of Allah is not the red dog. It's not the yellow dog. Those are blonde. There's no way they are the enemy of Allah. Red dog and yellow dog, they are blonde. Present the white people, the white kind. But the black dog is the devil. Ew, that's deep. Any Abdul? Who is Abdul here would like to say something to us? Anyone? Any half one? Any quarter? I don't know what to say. You see, they just told us if you have any question, ask the scholars, and we are here to ask the scholars. Where is the Muslim scholars? I spend here like how many hours? And we cannot find any Muslim to answer us. We cannot find the scholar, we cannot find a normal person to answer. They have no answer. How anyone can answer this to such a stupidity? Any Muslim really can answer such a stupid statement like this? Any Abdul? Okay, who here he have a PhD in black dogs, so we can talk to anyone? Like we call a person before, and as you notice, you know, this person claimed that she have a PhD in lizard, and we found that she have no idea, you know. Now, who is here a Muslim who have a PhD in black dogs? Any Abdul have a PhD in black dogs? Like Shabir Ali as an example? Huh? Yeah, actually the hadith, there's different hadith. We spoke about it not long time ago. You know, once we quoted the hadith which is in English, doesn't show everything, but there's the other hadith in Arabic where it says that Allah, he hit the shoulder, the right shoulder of Adam, and all the white people came from there. And he hit the right shoulder of the left shoulder of Adam, and all the black people come from there. And then he took all the ones, the whites, who they are in the right side, and he said to them, go to heaven and I don't care. And then he took all the black ones who they are in the left side, and he throw them in hell, and he said, I don't care. Now the purpose of saying the right hand and the left hand in Islam, the right present the good, the left present the bad. This is why according to Islam, the white people, they are born of the right hand or shoulders of Adam, and they will go to heaven based on that hadith, as Muhammad said. And the black people, they are born from the left shoulder, and all of them, they will go to hell based on that hadith. It's very obvious that Muhammad is a filthy racist, and nobody can defend him. And by the way, this hadith I'm talking about is a Qudusi hadith, which means it's a holy hadith. It's equal to the Quran. Do we have any Muslim? No, you know, Christians are not Abdul. For Abdul is coming from, it's not mean slave only. Abdul is a summary of Abdullah, which means the slave of Allah, the moon god. So we are not Abdul, and you are not being smart. Abdul is not a word meaning slave only. It is a word meaning slave of Allah, slave of the moon god. There is hundreds of thousands, millions. Nobody knows. Any Muhammadan? Anyone? Who is a Muhammadan here would like to call me live and tell me what is the logic of his prophet and his religion? Is it really this is a good religion to follow? You know, it's very funny when you see a Muslim who is from Africa, and he is defending Islam, when this religion consider every black person as a devilish person. Actually the Quran says it clearly that in the judgment day Allah will make all the evil one, the bad one, black, and he will make all the Muslims white. And I challenge any Muslim to say this is not true. I challenge any Muslim to say that this is not true. Who want to say that? Any Abdul? Shaitan is a black person. The one who will destroy the Kaaba is a black person. The black stone used to be white like milk, and the sin of the mankind made it black. So what the sin does to the black stone, to the white stone, it turned black. The more you sin, the more the stone turn black. So what black present in Islam? Obviously black presents sin. black human, black anything black, black animals, they are the devil. So black is the color in Islam which represent bad things. Any Abdul? Not even a single Abdul. All right, guys, I really apologize. I cannot stay long because I have many books to finish working with. Like now I have the German translation. I have to make it ready before my coming trip. And I have my book about Islam and sexuality. I'm trying to finish that too. And actually, until now, I don't have a name for the book. I'm not sure what I will name this book. It speaks about sex in Islam, but I'm not sure what I will call it. Should I call it Nu'man Khan and sex? I know. Should I call it no, that's one is not good. Endless penis. I don't know. I need to find a name, you know, to use it for the book. You know, maybe I should call it the guidance of the holy sexuality in Islam. The name that this way will be more attractive, like the guidance of holy. Holy, it's holy. It's a holy. I mean, come on, it's holy, man. So it is really amazing to have a holy sexuality. Maybe that is a good name. We will see. Anyway, I think we have enough for today. I better go and keep going and do my work. And we will open for sure Sunday. Now Sunday is going to be New Year evening, right? But it doesn't hurt if we, I mean, doesn't hurt if we are gathered together for some time. So Sunday, I think I will open. I will not stay long because I know you guys, you might be busy, have a family occasion, or you want to go to the church to pray or etc. But I advise you for the coming New Year Eve, don't do the foolish stuff people do. Don't get drink and get drunk. Don't be stupid. Be smart. This is not a day to be drunk. This is not have nothing to do with us as a Christians to be drunk. Have nothing to do with us is going crazy stuff and stupid things. You heard about how many cases of rape happen in Europe because of Muslims who they are flooded into Europe, and they are desperately seeking a weak woman to prey on her. A woman, she is drunk, easy target. A woman, she is being stupid, she spend the day or the night drinking, and now any man, he can take advantage of her, regardless if he is a Muslim or not, because at the end of the day, a criminal is a criminal. But the difference is when a Muslim, he rape or European women, he don't feel guilty. For him, those are the infidels. It is halal. You don't feel like he's doing something bad. It's not sin. He's like, he's victorious. I just rape a non-Muslim woman. He's a good guy. So don't be stupid. Don't do foolish stuff. Otherwise, there is a consequence is going to face you. The new year should be a year, evening. Let us say a new start in your life, if you want to say so, with the Lord. Pray and ask Him for things you want to do, things you want to plan for. Ask Him for help. Sit with your family, enjoy your time, have a good time together. Don't go to the bars and the nightclubs and those stupid things, because there's nothing good. You will spend your money, you will fight with other people, and you might get killed or arrested or robbed. You never know what will happen. Enjoy your time, be with your family, and I think what is better than being with the family? Nothing better than such a thing. So anyway, we will meet you again at Sunday, and for sure it's up to you what you want to do in your life. I am here just sharing advice with you. Be wise, better than sorry. Thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you, all of you. And until I see you this coming Sunday again, I say Christ is Lord, Islam is false. I mean to that, and see you soon again. Bye-bye.